I'm going to attempt, once I sneeze, whew, oh, I hate that when you gotta sneeze and then you don't. So I'm gonna attempt to go through with my phone and document what I've done to this studio so far. I still have a few things to do, which I'll point out in the video. But I thought this might be helpful or maybe interesting to you to see all the different things I did to finally get my studio, with the exception of putting something over here, as you'll see in the video. Finally getting my studio to a point where it looks like I like it, the lighting looks right, I think it looks good, I think it's correct, and it looks somewhat like it used to look. I thought this would be of interest to people setting up their own studios, and maybe you'd get some tips and tricks on setting up your own studio. All right, this is my view from what I see when I'm sitting here. Let's go over here and take a look at all this stuff. This is where I come in from the door, and this is the studio. All that stuff, I stand right over here. That's where I edit. A bunch of stuff. Let's start over here with this. We have here, good, there's my monitor. That's so I can see what I'm doing when I'm standing up there. There's my MixPre-3. I have two of these. I have one, I'll show you that in a minute, but I have a MixPre-3, and that's going down here, all the way down here, but up here and everything else. And it's coming from there, it goes up here, and you have this coming all the way down here. And there is, it's a Rode microphone, one of my favorite microphones ever. This is the only one that I use. This thing up here, this is the light from this room. I'll cover that in a minute, why that's up there. Okay, now back over to here. Here's my Sony A7s3. And there's that. I have it all set up. So what I do is I have this little guy right here. Here it is. This guy here I use remote, so I don't have to like go constantly touch things. I come up here and I just simply hit it. Beep. It goes. I can see it's recording and all is good. I get the MixPre-3 going. I'm done. I just hit this button again. Beep. And then it's done recording my video. Over here, the light situation. Over here I have what is the main light, the key light. There's a light in there and a light in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 lights in there. And that just sits right here. You can see it down here. There it is. I have some sandbags so the thing doesn't fall over. That's all on. There's 4 switches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are all. Now over here, for my fill light, same thing. Goes down here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the right 2 on and the right 2 off. And that's so I have a key. Over here, the brightest light, and then about half that is the fill light over here. Now the third light that I have is the hair light. The way I do the hair light is if you turn around here and you'll see that hair light up there, which looks like it's just killing this camera on this phone. The hair light is so when I stand right here, you'll see that mark there. When I stand right here and I turn around, you can see me up there. The hair light hits right up here and hits my hair on the back. That's why they call it a hair light, and that's the perfect way you want to do a hair light, just like that. So when I come in, I turn on that light, I turn on that light, then I turn around and I hit the hair light on, come around, I hit this mark that I have on the floor because I want to have a mark on the floor to know exactly where I stand every time. It's a really good idea. I just go like this, boop, and I'm in my slippers. And then I just stand there and boom, there I'm nailed every time. Now I have some other interesting things in here. Let's go over to turn around. Back here, as many people are fooled into thinking that this is my brick wall behind me. It's not my brick wall, it's a thing by Kate, and it's actually, let's go take a look at this. It's actually a cloth. See this? Doot, doot. See it moving? It's actually a cloth that I use. Kate makes them. I think they're about $100. Some are more, some are less. This is a rather big one. But they are great backgrounds. When I stand right here and I turn this camera on behind me, that gets blurry and it looks really wonderful. That right there, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to put something on this. I don't know what I'm going to put on it yet. I haven't figured it out, because when I'm over here and I'm on camera, what happens is you can see me over here and then everything's kind of dry around me, and I might just put something over here, I don't know, an amp or something. Maybe I'll put this darn thing. I'll put this bass thing right over there. That'd be cool. Put the bass right over there and stick it. Something like that over there. Down here, this is just fun stuff for me. Again, I have my bass. I have a acoustic guitar. I have a guitar over there. My bass, my main instrument. There's an amp for me to play my bass. And this is cool because what I can do is I can plug into this thing and I can hook my bass into it. Well, this allows me to hook headphones into it, and then I can listen to jam away. This is a little drum set that I got. I can jam away on this drum set, and I'm on headphones, and that's all you hear. So I'm not bothering neighbors or doing anything like that. This thing up here, this was quite a trick hanging this up. If you look up here, there's right there. There's a stand for that sucker way up there, and then all the way over here, there's the other stand. Right there. It goes down there. Now this rig up here, this crazy rig with this light, this took me a while. I'm going to change this. This is not the way you should do a light. This is just temporary so it works. But here's the stand. Comes up there. And we have this thing going, which connects there. It goes all the way across here. And that's where the light plugs into over there and shoots down and gives me that hair light. But this is crazy stuff. It shouldn't be like that. It has to be up like that because it has to be out of the shot. Because if I'm going this way, what happens is I end up in the shot. If I come up here and I go like this, I got to make sure that that light is not in the shot when I'm turned around. It's just right above my head. The studio is much different than my other one. My other studio is different. I have 8-foot ceilings in here. And with my 8-foot ceilings, it really was a challenge for me to figure out how to do all this stuff and set all this stuff up. Very, very hard. I haven't figured out what to do with these yet, but I'm thinking about it. These are just, some sound deadening things, which I think I need some more sound deadening in the room. But that's cool. Over here, remember I stand right there. Over here, when I'm done filming or something, I've set it up so my computer is sitting over here. This is where the computer is. This is where I edit. Let's move the chair out of the way and I'll show you. My favorite chair in the world. I've had this for years and years and years. It's a SecretLab Chair. I have some links for that. I love this chair. This chair is just awesome for editing. Really, it's mostly a gaming chair, but it's awesome. Over here, here's my computer. It's Alienware. It's crazy fast. It actually, if you look down here, it has 2 power cords. That's how much power this thing uses, but it's a beast. It is really a beast, and I can really render stuff really well in there. I have a wireless keyboard sitting here, and then I have another, I have this monitor. It's I forget what it is. It's like 380 by 170, I don't know. I forget what the dimensions are, but it's a beautiful monitor. It's not your standard, 6x9 monitor. It gives me all this real estate on here to edit on. It's going to be great. I'm probably going to go ahead and add, like I've done over here, where you see this. That's just for sound deadening. You don't see that. Well, you don't see over here either. So I'm probably going to add some sound deadening on this wall, which should help this room and that's probably why I'm going to use those things over there. I'm just going to put them over here on that back wall, and it should deaden the sound significantly. Over here, here's another mic. This is love this mic. This is when I do like live streams and stuff like this. I sit here and I move the mic in the way. Here's my other MixPre-3, and that's for this particular mic, which I love. Then I have this desk here. I love this thing. I just basically set it to what I want, up, down, how high, and then I just hit 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it moves up automatically and up, down automatically to what I want. My headphones here, I've covered these headphones before. I love these things. These are Rode headphones. I absolutely love these. They sent me a different cover for them. It's usually black. The headphones are really dry, and they don't, what I mean by dry is they don't add anything to the sound. I've done a review on these too. They're really, really good. Some people get them and they say, hey, where's all the bass and all that stuff? You don't want all the bass. You want to have like all the bass from the people listening to it in their speakers, not in your editing. So that's pretty cool. What else we got here? I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the studio so far, except for, I should show you the room. Right here, this room, you'll notice this stuff here. See this? That is purpose. What happens is the sound, because remember I'm standing over here and I'm talking this way, right here, I'm talking this way. This grabs the sound and deflects it and keeps it from being loud. Here's my award that this is non-camera, but this is my YouTube 100,000 subscribers award. I got it years ago when I got that. I'm so very proud of that. Well, thank you, by the way, for subscribing. And there you go. There's a little walkthrough. As you can see, I have little things to do and things to add, and maybe some more things to deaden some sound. I hope that was helpful. Maybe that gave you some ideas about your own studio. Maybe it made you think about redoing your studio for sound or for lights or something like that, or for depth. And if it did, I'm really happy about that, because that's why I made this video. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. You know what really stinks is I just went through and I was doing this blah, blah, blah thing here on this camera with this mic, and doing it after walking all over this thing for 20 some odd minutes. And then I was doing the end and hope this helps and blah, blah, blah. And guess what? I didn't turn the freaking camera on. Isn't that cool?